Okay, we are live. Haven't done a YouTube live in a long time. I'm gonna wait to get some people on here, and we'll run it. We're just gonna chill. We're gonna talk about some stuff. It'll be cool. Let's. So if anybody tunes into the replay here, then just fast forward a few minutes until we really get the ball rolling. I should have blasted this out on email. Maybe I still will actually. Maybe. Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to start doing more live streams. We're definitely going to have some tech errors from time to time, but on this one today especially, because it has been a little while. So let's see what we got going on here. Okay. All right, does it give like an automatic? What is the thumbnail for this right now? Is the thumbnail my stupid? Let's see. Oh, I see we've got a couple people live. Okay, that's great. Guys, leave some comments. Let me know that you are here. And also let me know, was the thumbnail just my stupid, like, my banner? It just says Aaron Alexander and nothing else. Let me know these things. Wires says thumbnail is you. It's me, like, here, this shirt, you know, like you can see me, or it's the Aaron Alexander thing. The banner. All right, let me go to the actual. Oh, I see. Okay, I can see the thumbnail. All right, sweet. Oh, let me mute that. Okay, cool. And let's see here. Can I pin something to the chat? Let's find out. I want to pin this. Okay, he says yes, it's a screenshot of the feed. Okay, cool. All right, yeah, guys, just bear with me. We're going to get this I'm going to learn. It's been a long time since I've gone live. And it's going to be a good time. All right, we got 6 people on here. Okay, let's go. This is exciting. You guys can leave some comments. Manny says, good to see you, bro. Yo, good to see you too. For everybody tuning into the replay, and I'll just say this real quick here, and then we'll just jump into some stuff, man. I'm going to sip this Coke Zero. Actually, I want to finish this coffee first. And we'll just chill, bro. You guys can leave me some comments, some hate, some love, you know, whatever you guys want. I am a vessel. I am merely a vessel for God. So I made a pinned post as well as in the description. You guys can see the details of my mentorship program that I'm offering. This is the GOAT mentorship, the greatest of all time. It is time for you guys to become the greatest of all time. Now, I started this whole thing obviously teaching pickup, coaching pickup, and I still primarily coach pickup, but you know, there's just so much more involved and so much more that I've stepped up as a man, whether it's looks maxing, fashion, you know, we're talking about text game, we're talking online game, we're talking day game, we're talking night game, we're talking about high energy, we're talking about weight loss, right? These are all areas that I am coaching guys on inside of this mentorship. So you can see all of the details down below for that. And it's all going to end on Monday. So I've just put it all into this document that is very easy for you to digest. It's down in the description as well as in the pinned comment down below. And I highly recommend it. And we'll cover a little bit more about it here soon. But I would highly recommend you guys jump on that. It's going to be absolutely incredible. Commando Master says, "Good to see you doing well." Yeah, bro. Good to see you, man. You're always commenting on my posts and leaving a lot of love, and I really appreciate that. I really, really do. I appreciate any of you guys that engage with my stuff. It's I enjoy putting out these videos. I'm somebody who I just love the game, man. I love game. I truly, I never really feel like I'm working because I love this shit so much. When I get on coaching calls, when I do my group mentorship calls, when I do my boot camps, all this stuff, like it's just fun, bro. Because I've just been at it for so long and I just enjoy it so much myself. Like if you ask me, hey man, you get to go do, whatever you want this weekend. What do you want to go do this weekend? I mean, like, it's gonna be game related. I mean, sure, if you go, yeah, I would travel, but the travel would be game related. I don't really go somewhere and just drink the coffee and look at the art or whatever. I'm going and I'm doing day game approaches, I'm doing night game approaches, I'm falling in love, I'm getting my heart broken, I'm getting rejected, I'm getting success, I'm making it all happen. Fabiano says, with online in my area, Barcelona, bro, I love Barcelona, dude. I love Barcelona. I had to leave Barcelona. I was in Greece for a whole month, and then I went to Barcelona, I think only for 4 nights, maybe 5 nights, 4 nights. I had the time of my life there, bro. It was so good. I love Barcelona. Placa Royale, something like that. It was incredible, dude. It was so good. Fabiano says, in my area, Barcelona, there's not enough quality and quantity. Interesting. Damn. With day game, I have done 723 approaches. Then I stopped as I got frustrated. Only 6 dates. Most of them were friend zone. I am 5'1", but never been insecure with height. But now that I lost virginity, I feel I might do better as I feel a bit more confident. Shall I get back into it? Absolutely, bro. Absolutely get back into it. And for everybody tuning in, I mean, look, man, I put this mentorship together. We're going to be starting this coming Monday. And this is the best way for me to be able to like really coach you and help you out. So if you guys click down below, you'll be able to see, I've got the price on there just straight up. The very first thing I have is the price. We're going to do a one-on-one call. First thing, we're going to do a one-on-one coaching call as soon as you jump on. And then after that, we do 2-hour live interactive deep dive coaching calls every single Monday. You get direct access to me. You get access to all of my courses: Thrive, Pull, Engage, Online Game Decoded, Dating PhD, the Closers Masterclass, tons of exclusive infield in there, as well as direct access to my community, where it's just super active, super exciting. Really, really good stuff. So, I mean, I'll just tell you, I would highly, highly recommend you jump on that. I recommend that for absolutely everybody. But yes, dude, I mean, look, 723 approaches. And then you stop because you got frustrated. You only had 6 dates. Most of them were friend zone. Yeah, I mean, you're doing something wrong for sure. You said you're 5'1", so your height is definitely working against you. That's a fact. You said you're not insecure about your height. That's good. Don't be insecure about your height. But what you have to do is you have to compensate. You have to have phenomenal game, and you have to be in good shape. You have to be in great shape. You've got to be dressed well, and you've got to be very fucking charismatic. End of story. That is all there is to it. You're going to have to work harder than a much taller person. End of story. A lot of us have to work harder. Obviously, I've done a lot of looks maxing. I've really improved the way that I look in a lot of ways. But, I'm not a male model, right? I don't really walk into a bar and like women are like checking me out or anything like that. And I've seen it. I've seen dudes walk into a bar and just straight up have chicks checking them out. And, that ain't me. So I got to have phenomenal game. And I'm trying to improve my looks as much as possible. And a lot of that's just for me, bro. Like, I heard this thing once. They said that the best way to actually change internally is to change externally. When there's somebody different looking back at you in the mirror, you actually feel different. And so, upgrade your looks as much as you possibly can, but also you got to have phenomenal game and you're going to get more dates. And end of story. And yes, get back into it, bro. But like, do it with some guidance, man. Email me if you want. I've got the mentorship available there for you, but you can shoot me an email too. And, you know, we'll, we'll talk. I'll talk to you. I'm actually going to come to Barcelona in October and November, I think. So I'm going to be announcing a 7-day immersion where guys can either take the full 7 days or they can just take 3 days or something like that. But I'll be announcing that soon. So Fabiano, let's absolutely keep in touch, man. 100%. Grant, what's up, bro? I hope you're doing good, man. I hope you're doing good. Let's see what else we got here. Okay, not a lot of comments so far. That's all right. I haven't done one of these in a bit. I could have done a little bit more of an announcement, and maybe I'll do one again in a few days or something. But I'll just say to anybody, who's on here now, you gotta become him. You've got to become him. You've got to do a quantum leap. And I will tell you that, one of my absolute core factors in life, and the reason why I called this Evolution Daily, is because I really do believe in getting a little bit better every day, just trying to consistently make progress. But also, part of me also doesn't think that that's the most effective way to go about things. So I'm actually a big believer in quantum leaps, quantum jumps, just jumping straight into. So let's say that right now you're a dude who you don't do approaches. You don't go to the gym. You don't eat right. You wake up, you get on your phone. You've got all these issues in your life. And so you kind of one by one, you start trying to work on them. You start trying to get better and better and better. Oh, I'm doing the diet now, and then soon I'm going to do this. And then, eventually I would like to start doing the approaches, this and that. Bro, a quantum jump, a quantum leap. It's the idea that right now there is a reality that exists where you are doing all of the things that you actually want to be doing. You are him. You are the GOAT. You are the greatest of all time. And what you really have to do, I think, to truly fucking succeed and to win is to just wake up and tomorrow do all of the things that you wish you were doing. Do them all of them. Have a great morning routine. Go to the gym tomorrow. Eat right. Go do approaches. Dress better. Wake up in the morning and shower. Oh, I wish I showered when I first woke up, but I'm too lazy. So then I end up doing this, that, whatever. It's you just have to jump into it, bro. So you have to make a massive shift in a very short amount of time sometimes. It's very, very important. Would you consider doing videos with How to Beast and Coach Kyle? You three are literally the top 3 GOATs of the game. I appreciate that, Grant, Purified Storm. I appreciate that. Yeah, sure. They seem like cool guys. They seem pretty chill. They seem cool. So, yeah. I'm kind of open to collabing with anybody. I'm starting to shell out a lot more videos now. I'm starting to try to, kind of get the channel popping off a little bit more. And me and Alpha Chad have a lot of good, fun ideas for different types of content that we want to make. And so we're going to be doing a lot of that. And I want to start talking about a lot of other topics. And that's why I put together this mentorship as well, which you guys can find all the details down below. But, I want to start really helping guys with a lot of things. For me, it's like, I've seen there's a lot of like fitness people out there with great advice or whatever, but I think I come at fitness from a very unique place, which is that I truly was fat my entire life. You guys got to keep this in mind, okay? A lot of fitness coaches, a lot of them, most of them actually, I would say, they're kind of like, they would be skinny twigs if they weren't on top of their shit, right? They would be skinny twigs. They'll like wither away to nothing. Most fitness trainers and coaches, they are people who are struggling to eat enough calories. They're like, oh, are you struggling to get in enough calories? Whatever. And the thing is like most of the world, especially now with all the endocrine disruption, hormonal imbalances, all of unfortunately just generations now of seed oils just plaguing our entire bodies, our minds, our souls. Most people are actually, if they're not on top of their shit, they're going to be very fat, right? Obesity is through the roof. Everybody's fat. I grew up very fat and I was fat my whole life. And I've gotten thin and then I got fat again. I have failed over and over again. And now I'm in very, very good shape, right? Some of you guys who are in my group coaching program, which you can find out more about down below, you guys have seen some of the shirtless pictures I've been posting recently. I'm not like, I'm not like super, super chiseled yet, but compared to where I was, bro, like it's a pretty unprecedented transformation and it's absolutely changed my life. On top of that, you look at my old pics with my horrible skin, my horrible acne. I'm 34 years old. Now I look older with the hair slicked back, but when I have the hair all crazy, girls genuinely will force me to show them an ID because they do not believe that I'm 34 years old. They're like, there's no way you are not older than 27. There's no way you're older than me, whatever. Because I take great care of my skin. I know what I'm doing with my skin, right? And I take collagen peptides and I understand fashion now, right? I'm fucking blinged out. And these are all very, very important things. When I walk into a room now, I am very, very positively assessed. I'm very positively judged versus I remember back when I was very fat. And then on top of being fat, I was dressing terribly as well because when you're fat, nothing really looks good on you. It's very hard to look good. You see a shirt, for example. Let's say you see a shirt at H&M on a mannequin or Express or something like that. You walk by it. You got to put that shirt on your big fat body. It doesn't look the same. Doesn't look good. So you kind of end up at a point also when you're fat where you go like, bro, what's the point? Why would I even bother? Right? So, you got to be lean. And I would say above all else, you need to be lean because when you're lean, you can look good no matter what. Even legitimately, even if you're a little bit skinny fat, clothes will still look good on you. Now, if you say to me, oh, should I be skinny fat or should I be in really good shape and be jacked and whatever? Yeah, of course, duh. But a lot of people, and I've done this myself, I've been caught in the cycle before. And guys, leave me some questions. Leave me some questions in the comments here. I see Anthony left me a question. That's great. We'll get to that in a second. But, a lot of guys, and I've done this myself too, where I'm like, oh, I don't want to cut too much. I don't want to lose my muscle. Oh, I'm kind of scared, I want to make sure I look really good, this and that, whatever. Bro, if you have excess body fat, that's game over, dude. Nobody wants to be with somebody chubby. Hey, imagine a girl that you think is hot. Is she chubby? Sure, there can be some chubby girls that are attractive, and there actually are plenty of chubby girls that are attractive. There's plenty of them, probably millions if you actually look at it. However, especially for men, it's like when you're fat, it is indicating a lack of discipline. It is indicating a lack of metabolic efficiency in your body, which is not going to be good for your offspring, and therefore it makes you less attractive. You cannot be fat. You can be skinny. You can be thin even with no muscle, and you're still actually going to look pretty good with clothes on. You can dress well. Like that's its own look, right? A lot of actual male models are just like skinny dudes, especially like female models, bro. A lot of female models are just skinny as shit. They don't really have like big tits, big ass, none of that. So, society really rewards you for being thin. So you want to be thin. Anthony B says, what is the hardest city in the U.S. today game? Oh, I can do a thing here too. This is cool. We're working out the tech errors. Next time I go live, I'll make like a bigger announcement. It'll be pretty lit. But I haven't done it in a while. So, I appreciate you guys being here. Let's see. I can do this little like add to broadcast. Oh, that's pretty cool. All right, look at that. Okay, cool. Now, how do I get rid of it? Oh, I can get rid of it here. Cool. Hardest city in the U.S. today game. The hardest. The hardest. I mean, I don't know. I'd say realistically, okay, I do not care where you go. I don't care if it's Miami. I don't care if it's New York. I don't care if it's LA. I don't care if it's Austin, Texas. As long as there is high volume, I think that as long as your game is good, you're going to be fine. People talk all the time about like LA, pretentious girls, Miami, pretentious girls, this and that, whatever. But ultimately, when you've got a lot of volume, when you've got a lot of women living in an area, then you're going to be fine as long as your game's good, right? Um, LA, for example, LA, for example, people talk trash about LA all the time when it comes to game. It's probably my favorite city. I mean, more than likely, it's up there. It's certainly up there as one of my favorite cities to game. And I've had a lot of day game success there as well. I've had Let me think of like some cool day game situations. I had a great day game, same day pull and lay there, maybe like a year ago now, where I met this girl on the pier. I just was walking by her, and she's walking this way in the Santa Monica Pier, and I'm walking up next to her, and I just say, "Hey, excuse me, where's like the best place to grab food around here?" She's like, "Oh, I'm not sure. I'm not from here." I go, "Oh, where are you from?" She goes, "This, that, whatever." We end up going doing these little what are those called? A seesaw. We go do this stupid little seesaw. We're having a great time. I go, you know what? My place has this. I'm right over here. I've got like this sick ass balcony. Let's go to the balcony. We go to the balcony. It's not that sick. Long story short, we end up sleeping together same day. LA is a phenomenal place. I've had tons of girls that I've met from night game. I've fallen in love with girls from LA, man. It's good. LA's a very, very good city. So uh, Anthony, he says people are very reserved and cliquey in Chicago. Segregated neighborhoods too. Found it way harder than Florida. Interesting. I could not disagree with that more, actually. Now, do I understand the deep nuances of all the neighborhoods of Chicago? No, I guess not. But man, Chicago, you go over to like Sluggers and Wrigleyville, that whole area over there. Um, I think Chicago's great. I think I went to all the bars over. I want to say it's called Lincoln Park, I believe. I think Chicago is absolutely phenomenal, man. I think it's so good. Jordan says NYC, they all think you're trying to sell them something. Yeah, I could see that. You do have to be a little bit more aggressive in your stopping. Um, I want to make sure that this is not. It says to crop and overlay drag from an edge. Okay. Hopefully that's just on my screen and not your guys's. Okay, cool. Yeah, yeah, you got to be pretty aggressive with your stopping in New York. And when I say aggressive, I just mean like, I always say women will match your level of commitment. So if you're not committed and you're just kind of trying to do your same BS, let's say it's Austin, okay? I'm here in Austin. Let's say I'm walking and it's not that busy of an area and a girl's kind of coming my way. I could probably get away with like maybe standing a little too far, maybe being a little too quiet. And there's almost this social decorum that she's wanting to follow where like it would almost be weird for her to be blowing by me because I'm just like, hey, excuse me, whatever. And there's not that many people on the street or something. It'd almost be weird, right, for her to just blow by me. Whereas in New York, it's not weird. It's actually quite common and almost to be expected. So you have to really, really commit to your approaches. And, I always say women will match your level of commitment. So that goes with body language. That goes with when you're actually going in to do the approach. That goes with your tonality, your eye contact. Just everything has to be very, very on point. And oftentimes in New York, when I am seeing hesitancy, I will actually say those words. I will say, sorry, I'm not trying to like sell you anything. I just thought you were really, really cute and I wanted to say hi. So I'll actually even like toss that out there. And I remember years and years ago, probably at this point, I don't know, 7 years ago or so, um, getting absolutely destroyed in Union Square in New York. And I remember that was like the first time where I learned, oh yeah, sometimes literally just blurting out the words. I'm not trying to sell you anything. Sorry, I'm not trying to sell you anything. I just thought you were really cute and I wanted to say hi. That can be very, very beneficial. I call this addressing the mood of the market. So there's a business term called addressing the mood of the market where it's basically like, if I'm selling a weight loss supplement or something, you instantly just think it's a scam right away. You're like, oh yeah, yeah. Oh, just like all the other ones, right? And so, something you would want to say to the market, maybe on that sales page or even on the, something with the pill, is you'd want to say something like, and this isn't, and I know what you're thinking. Oh, this probably sounds too good to be true. And so you're addressing the mood of, the person of what they're thinking. And so, in New York, if they are thinking like, oh yeah, this guy's fucking probably trying to sell me something, and you address that, then it can be very, very beneficial. So super important. Guys, for anybody tuning into the replay and anybody on here now, I am offering a deal on my 6-month mentorship program. I will turn you into a Chad. I will turn you into the greatest of all time. We start off with a one-on-one call. You get instant access to a one-on-one call with me, Aaron Alexander, where I'm going to help you to step up your fashion, to looks max, to become a day game god, to assess everything that we think is happening with you that could improve. And then after that, for the next 6 months, you will be able to join. We do a coaching call every single Monday night for 2 hours. It is a live coaching call and it is insane. It's so good. And if you miss it, then you get the replay for that coaching call every single week. You also get access to all of my courses. So you get access to all of my courses and so much more. You get direct contact with me, direct coaching with me at all times. It's basically a 24/7 program. It's absolutely incredible. So I want you guys to sign up for that down below. The price doubles on Monday. I'm doing like a flash sale right now because it's spring, it's summer. I want you guys to be top G's, bro. I want you guys to become the GOATs. I'm kind of at a point, if I'm being honest, I don't even know if I want to get into this, but it's like at this point, like getting with chicks comes so easy to me. I will not say that it's not fun. I will not say that it's not fun. Of course it's fun. It's like unbelievably fun, right? I love the game. I love hooking up with chicks. I probably have an issue. I'm probably a sex addict of some kind, whatever. But like, bro, this shit comes so easy to me now. And I'm just like so much further along, even just as a coach, because it's like this is all just like so internalized to me that it's like, bro, if you're struggling at all, having somebody like me in your corner and signing up for this would be life-changing. It'd be life-changing for you. I talked to a guy yesterday, and you know what? I don't even care. I'm just going to say this because I don't even care if he sees this. No offense to you, but I talked to a guy yesterday who my conscience is almost making me feel bad, but I'm not going to say his name. It does not matter. I'll give as little details as possible. I talked to this guy yesterday, and he's in his early 30s, and he's a virgin and doesn't approach, and he has social anxiety. And he chose to not do coaching with me. And I remember just like, I was saying to him, I'm like, what is going on with you? Right? Like I gave him this offer, the offer that's down below, which is a fucking phenomenal offer. I remember thinking like, what is happening here? I just cannot imagine. There are just levels to what I expect from myself. Physically, financially, romantically, life, everything. Like I just have demands for myself. And I just couldn't even enter the reality of a guy who is in his early 30s. And then he actually kind of got mad at me at the end of the coaching call because I was like pressing him hard. I'm like, and he said that to me. He's like, I feel like you're, I feel like extremely pressured, right now by you, and I don't like it. And I said, good, somebody needs to pressure you. This is all 100% true. If you're watching this right now, comment and just be brave and confirm it. I said, good, who else is pressuring you? Nobody is pressuring you. You're not pressuring yourself. Nobody is pressuring you. He got mad at me and said, you're pressuring me right now to make this investment and I don't like it. And I said, good, someone needs to pressure you. What are you talking about? It's unbelievable to me at times. And so, I try to make my stuff as affordable as I can. Obviously I gotta make some cash here and there, but like, the program that I've got laid out for you guys down below is a phenomenal offer. It's really, really good. Yago Yo, what's up, bro? I know who you are, man. You were just on my Miami boot camp. Bro, just comment real quick and just say if you had fun on this Miami boot camp. I think it's you. I think it's you. I think I've seen that name before. On YouTube, I'm saying. But bro, if it's you, we had a great weekend. Rob, what are the top 3 indirect openers do you roll with in bars and pubs and stuff? Top 3 indirect openers? Um, Man, a lot of times I'm being a little bit crazy. So sometimes I might go up and I'll be like, sometimes I might go up and I might just go like, hey, what's up? She's like, hey, and I'm like, hey, you're my Tinder match, right? She's like, no, or I'll be like, you're my Tinder date, right? She's like, no, I'm not. I'll be like, I'm Aaron. What's your name? She's like, I'm Susie, whatever. Fucking boom, side hug, we're in, right? Sometimes you could even do familiarity opener. You could do familiarity opener, even like, yo, what's up? Hey, yo, I might be totally off here. You fucking go to the whatever, like, you work at the whatever. She's like, no, I don't. You're like, ah, shit, whatever. What's your name? Oh, shit, nice. Come here. Right. Something like that. Um, there's a lot of that. And then it really is a lot of improv. When a girl's wearing something really sexy, really very revealing, I might go up to a girl and I might be like, yo, you know what's absolutely insane? She'll be like, what? I'll be like, I swear to God, I legit almost wore that exact same shirt tonight. And it'll be a shirt where it's like titties hanging out, it's like lace. There's almost nothing to it. Um, so yeah, I mean, those are some fun ones. A lot of improv at night. A lot of times at night game, I just get into such like a manic flow that I am just being completely absurd, right? Sometimes I'll go up to girls and I'll just go like this, and they'll be like, what? And I'll be like, what's your name? And she'll be like, Christina. And I'll be like, hey, come here, whatever. Just crazy fun stuff. NYC is easy. Brendan says NYC is easy. Endless volume and anonymity. No other city like it in the U.S. Yeah, I love New York, bro. I love New York. I got a New York boot camp coming up in the middle of May. You guys should. Everybody should be on the New York boot camp. It's gonna be awesome. Yago says it's him. Had a great weekend, having fun, gaming, and improving my skills. Hell yeah, bro. And we'll be in touch soon. We'll be doing the group debrief for that boot camp. It was awesome. Yeah, I'll be in New York City May 16th through the 18th. That one's going to be absolutely phenomenal. I do love New York, man. I love New York. It's up there with one of my favorite cities of all time for sure. New York is really like New York kind of changed my life, man. I went to New York. Um, I've talked about this a lot, but I went to New York back in like 2016, and before I went, I was just like a broke pizza delivery guy, and I was obsessed with game though. And I watched The Dark Knight Rises, and I was like, bro, New York is literally right over here, and I've never been. This is insane. You see it your whole life. I was in Ohio. It's like not far. So, I just piecemealed the trip because I didn't have much money at the time. So I bought like, a plane ticket maybe. And then like 3 or 4 months later, I bought half of my Airbnb. And 3 or 4 months later, I bought another half of the Airbnb. Like I just set it up that way. And that I went to New York for 11 days, 12 days, something like that. And bro, it was just an unbelievable experience. I had so many things happen, man. Like I for one, around this time was when I was going really, really hard at day game. And I slept with, 4 girls from day game during that 12 days that I was there. And truly it could have been more, but multiple of the girls I spent multiple like evenings with, like going on like another day and hooking up again. It literally could have been more. I was on such a terror, and I did nothing. I had nothing to do but day game. I just day gamed the whole city constantly. I walked from 105th Upper West Side all the way down to the Freedom Tower. I day gamed along the way. That was all I did. I met a whole bunch of pickup guys, which was awesome. I actually went to re-meet up with some guys that I already met at Union Square. I see all them. I'm walking towards them. They see me. They're like, oh, what's up? And as I'm walking up towards them, I'm like, oh, let me flex here real quick and, do this approach. So this girl's coming. I do the approach, and the girl ends up I try to go for an instant date. So I take her over to the Strand, or what's it called? The big bookstore, Strand Books, something like that. Strand, I think it's called the Strand. So I take her over to the Strand bookstore, and then she shows me this little coffee shop over there. I want to say Rivali, something like that. Regio, I think it's called. Very old coffee shop. So we're sitting there. I have my first cannoli ever. And me and that girl end up taking the bus back up to my Airbnb, and we end up making sweet, sweet love. And, you know, it was just such an incredible trip. On that same trip, Ty Lopez sent me a video, actually. He was hanging out with a mutual friend, and the friend told him, like, oh, yeah, my buddy's, you know, well, I'm trying not to put him on blast. It doesn't matter. It was a woman. And she told him, you know, oh, this guy, I know, he loves your stuff. He talks about you. And so he sent me a video, and it was really, really cool. I met Brad Holiday. Brad is a really, really cool guy. So that was awesome. And yeah, dude, just an incredible trip. So that city really changed my life. Being there changed my life. It was really, really incredible. So Name, have you ever had any failed students? Of course. Absolutely. Absolutely. I've had failed students. Um, you know, at the end of the day, I try to do what I can. This is why I do like the mentorship model as well. So for everybody that's tuning in now or hasn't yet, I included down in the description as well as in the pinned comment of this. You can see the offer that I'll have going for you guys until this coming Monday. It's basically free. You know, I've got the price on there. It's insanely affordable. It's my 6-month mentorship program. So you're going to get coaching calls with me every single week. And if you miss them, there's a replay. So if you ever liked my podcast or long form content of any kind, let's say that you don't make it on the call, and so you don't get to like interact with me and the other guys, it's like you just get an awesome podcast every single week. You get your questions answered. You get all of my courses. You get a one-on-one call with me instantly. You get instant access to that. So we're going to, if you were to sign up right now, we would have a one-on-one call this coming weekend. We would lock that in, and I'm going to, you know, we're going to hop on Zoom together, and I'm going to help you to look your best, feel your best, help you with physical energy, help you with day game, help you with night game, keep you accountable in the group. It's an absolutely incredible program and an incredible offer. And that's all going to double in price on Monday. It's all down below. You can see all of the, okay, sick. So one of you just signed up. I will check the email on the PayPal account when this is over. Hell yeah. Good, let's go. I'll check the email on the PayPal account afterwards. I will email you, and we'll get started. So, and like I just said a second ago, we'll do the first coaching call this coming weekend. It's only Tuesday. I don't know, maybe Friday if you're ready. So let's do it. Back to the failed student thing. So, look, at the end of the day, so the mentorship, right? It's great because it's long term. It's longer term. At the end of the day, I cannot make you guys go out afterwards, right? At a certain point, you got to be your own motivator. You've got to want something for yourself in this life. You've got to be him, right? You've got to be that guy. And so if you're not that guy, like if you're not having enough of a standard for yourself where you're like, bro, I invested in myself. I did some coaching with Aaron motherfucking Alexander, bro. And now I want to go out. I want to get laid. I want to have fun. If you're not doing that, then I don't know what to tell you, right? There's only so much I can do. Now, do I recommend that you actually just keep paying me for like longer term coaching? Because that question there, have I ever had a mentorship student fail? That is like maybe straight up no. Maybe like literally no. I have had mentorship students. Bro, if you go to my testimonials page, you'll see a lot of great testimonials. I'm actually horrible at collecting testimonials. I should seriously just go back and find all these guys. Like I have so many ones where I can think of where like guys have lost their virginity on my mentorship programs. We just did the boot camp in Miami. I had a guy pull while we were doing the AirPod session of the program where I was talking to him one-on-one on the AirPods, watching him approach. And I'm like feeding him lines. Like it's pretty unbelievable. Brendan says, you have the greatest improv abilities of anyone in the game. Any tips for developing improv and storytelling? Yeah, so I would say, first of all, I appreciate that, Brendan. And I do appreciate that. As far as, how to improve it for yourself. Well, at a certain level, when you have difficulty in speaking and telling stories, it's because you feel as though the stories that you're going to tell are pointless. You feel like your words are pointless, like your words don't have meaning. And you have to understand that you are one of God's creations. You are equal to anybody else on this planet, regardless of, your perceptions of them or their perceptions of you. So, you are a very special individual being with a very special and individual life path that you have lived. And so, the key is finding ways to be more interested in life. You need to find things that you are interested in, even if you have to copy other people, even if you have to pretend to be interested in things. Like, get interested in World War II, get interested in, the Joe Rogan podcast or something. Get interested in stand-up comedy. Get interested in I don't know, bro, some dumb science shit. Get interested in health, get interested in thyroid function, get interested in various like listen to fucking giggly squad, stupid ass podcasts all the time. Like, get interested in things, right? Get interested in things. Get interested in the world around you and the beauty and the creation that is around you. And then speak about yourself as though you're interesting. We do have a problem here, guys. I'm noticing we've got 14 people live, but there is only 5 likes on this video. We need to get that up to 14 immediately. So if you are watching and you don't even have the decency to give me a thumbs up, I do request that you leave, because it's just rude, if we're being honest. So, Brendan, you have to get better at being interested in the world, man. Speaking about yourself, speaking about the things that you do find to be important in this life, right? And speaking about them like they matter. And as far as actually practicing, you can pretend to you can tell fake stories. You can be driving in your car and you can, I don't know, look up a prompt. You can ask ChatGPT, one of you just removed your like from the video. That is despicable. Get on ChatGPT and be like, yo, hey ChatGPT, give me 5 topics to make up a random story about. And then you can just make up stories, right? And just practice speaking more. Yago says work on your inner Chad. Hell yeah, absolutely, bro. Binyam, if you're still on here, dude, I remember you and we spoke a little while ago. I remember you, dude. And, it's time for you to pull the trigger on this mentorship, man. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to drive it home right now. I'm not going to go crazy on you. But based on everything you told me, dude, man, you got to get on the mentorship. All the details are down below. Guys, this was good. We got 12 of you on here. If you guys want to ask a couple more quick questions, and then I'm going to go. I'm actually suffering from low blood sugar right now, probably. Shortly after the stream started, I started to feel a little bit dizzy, but I've decided to plow through. But I'm running a pretty intense caloric deficit right now, which feels good. I like being lean. If you guys look at how lean my face is, especially compared, like, look at my jaw. I mean, bro, it's pretty wild. It's pretty unbelievable. And I'm just going to keep getting leaner. And then and what I'm going to do, so I'm waking up right now at around like 192 in the morning. 190. I had a day the other day I was 191. And then I'm going to cut all the way down to 180. I want to get like a week or two of consistent 179. I think that's what I want to do. So like a week or so of it where it's like, okay, that's really where I'm at in the mornings. And then from there, I'm going to do a very, very clean bulk. So right now, I'm just lifting very minimally. I'm not lifting much because with the caloric deficit that I'm in, lifting might just help me to like somewhat preserve muscle, like a little bit, but not that much with how many calories I'm eating, which is a low amount. So, And what it's really going to do also is going to stress my body and make me hungrier. So if I were to go lift right now, um, bro, whoever this person is says, "Is it true you lost an almond in your belly button?" Dude, I'm going to tell this story. Guys, only one of you signed up for the mentorship during this live stream. Let's get it up to 2. Um, one more of you guys needs to sign up. Let's get it popping. You've got options on there. You've got Venmo, you've got Cash App. It's free. Okay. And I might not be my craziest self right now. I have low blood sugar. It's 8:23 my time. I'm tired, bro. I've been up since 8 a.m. today. All right. But I am motivated. I'm motivated to help you guys. Maybe I'll do another live stream tomorrow and maybe I'll announce it and maybe I'll do it a little bit earlier and with some food in my tum tum. So you guys can click the links down below and you can check out more about the mentorship. And you can, I put my work phone number on there so you guys can text me if you guys have any questions also about the mentorship. But yeah, pull the trigger on it, guys. Like, again, it's like practically free. I mean, for the level of coaching you're going to get from me. And if you're struggling with women, you really just don't have to. You genuinely don't. And I know sometimes it can feel like you're doomed or something and like women don't want to be with you. But really, the issue is that you don't want to be with yourself. That's the real issue. So I'm going to help you level up massively. I've leveled up massively. I live an amazing life. I've got a great car. I've got a great apartment. I'm able to take chicks out to nice dinners a lot. I'm able to travel whenever I want. It's a life that I've built for myself. And, your reality outside of you, it reflects who you are. And so I can help you guys level up. And, I love doing this shit, man. I love doing it. It's good stuff. Now, before we go, I guess I'll just tell the almond story. Maybe I'll save it for another time. Maybe I'll hold it over your guys' heads if one of you signs up for the mentorship. Nah, it's okay. So, all right. So basically, I have this girlfriend it's the first girlfriend that I got from Game. When I started Game, all I wanted was a girlfriend. Dude, bro, are you kidding me? You think I ever thought that I was going to be like hooking up with tons and tons of chicks and, fucking having full rotations of chicks and bro, I never even thought that was ever going to happen. And I wanted a girlfriend. So I approached this blonde girl I might have to talk about intermittent fasting. I might have to. But let's get one more of you guys to sign up for the mentorship. Click on it. Let's go. Venmo me, Cash App me, PayPal me. I'll change your fucking life, bro. Everybody loves my group coaching. Everybody loves it. It's absolutely incredible. You get a one-on-one component to it as well. You're going to work with me, Aaron Alexander. I'm going to help you. I'm going to change your life. So, the almond story. Okay. So let me stay focused. I'm going to focus on the almond story. You guys read the document down below and sign up for the mentorship immediately. And now I'm going to stay focused. And then I'm going to eat. And I'm going to eat a giant fucking protein pancake, bro. It's going to be good. So, all right. I'm 7 months into Game. I approach a very cute blonde girl at a bar in Columbus, Ohio. She is carrying a whole tray of shots. And I go, oh, wow. I'm like, you got me a shot. Thank you so much. She's like, these are not for you. And I was like, please let me just have one. I'll do anything. And she's like, just come over here. Just follow me to the table. She goes, follow me to the table. So I follow her to the table and, she ends up, it's for her group of friends, but they end up letting me actually have a shot. And so I end up getting her number and we end up going on a date. I don't remember. Man, I'd have to think. I don't remember what our first date was. I'd have to really think. I'm almost sad that I don't. This girl was an important part of my life, you know? I'm almost sad that I don't remember our first date. I just have to think about it a little bit, but I end up really liking this girl. She's a beautiful blonde girl from Ohio State, just graduated from college. And I want her to be my girlfriend, bro. So I asked her to be my girlfriend, and she says yes. And I'm just so happy. I'm on top of the world. I'm elated, right? Like I'm just so pumped. And we're dating for a little bit and everything's really good for a while, but the thing is I had just come off of 7 months of dedicating my life to game. And I started dedicating my life to game, and then I lost all the weight and my skin cleared up, and I was on the craziest upward spiral. So then I got what I wanted, which was a girlfriend. But then during it, like pickup videos are still kind of popping up on YouTube, and I'm like, wait, I don't get to do this thing that I was obsessed with anymore. This just stops now. So it really ended up messing with me. And, the relationship ended up not working out over time. I actually gained a lot of the weight back in the relationship. She gained a lot of weight too. But she's a beautiful, sweet angel. And I think she's lost the weight since then. And even if she hasn't, I wish her the best. I know she's got some kids. I know she's got a husband, some little simp who was able to kind of be what she needed. So one day I'm at her place and I'm showering, and I go to wash my hair. I go to wash my hair. I'm washing my hair, and I just hear, I've got shampoo in my eyes, and I hear like click clack, click clack. I'm like, I look down, and there's an almond. There's an almond in the shower in the bathtub. And I pull the curtain open and I look at the door, and the door's still closed. And she lived in this very old apartment building where every door creaked. Actually, it was a really cool building, and every door creaked. It was really old, and so I would have heard her come in, but I get out of the shower and I go, hey, and she's like, what? I'm like, you know what you did. She's like, what did I do? And I'm like, stop. She's like, what? No, Aaron, like, what did I do? I did not do anything. I've literally been in here, blah, 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 blah. So I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what? Did a ghost drop this almond into the shower to like mess with me or something? Like, is there some sort of like an almond ghost? And then it's like in Severance when they go down the elevator and they're like, and I have this flashback. I have this crazy memory where days before, I was drunk and I was alone and drunk, and I had taken an almond and I thought it was funny to put it in my belly button. Days before. I'm talking like 3 days before. And so I take this almond, I put it in my belly button while drunk, forget about it. Couple days goes by. I'm now in the shower, stretch up enough. Now at this point, again, in the relationship, this is later on. So I got really fat again. I got all the way down. When I met this girl, I remember I was down at like 204. I'm waking up at 191 right now, right? So I was at 204, which was great for me. I started off at 300 pounds. I was right around 300. So almost 100 pounds down, which is fucking awesome. I meet her around 204. Bro, I get back up to like 250 because her and I are just drinking beer all the time. She was like a beer drinker. We would just drink beer all the time. We would eat pizza all the time. It was crazy. So I'm back up to being super fat again, have this almond in my belly button, and it falls out in the shower. So my fat rolls had concealed successfully an almond for days, and then it fell out in the shower. It was blasphemy, bro. Pure blasphemy. It's the craziest shit that's ever happened. So thanks for bringing that up, bro. That really made me happy that you brought that up. Animal-based guru Cousins. Oh yeah, what's up, bro? I know who you are. And you said thanks to you, you helped me get a girlfriend. Good, man. Yeah, and you've got yourself a good girl. You're in the group mentorship program, and so I know a bit about your situation, which is absolutely phenomenal. And yeah, guys, click the link down below. Sign up. Sign up. Let's get at least 2 people. We already had 1 sign up a few minutes ago. I will be responding to you pretty much right after that. I'm going to eat and then I'm going to hit you up and we're going to schedule our call. But let's get at least 1 more of you to sign up. I've got the link down below. Super simple, just explanation of everything that's included. And then let's see. Do you recommend intermittent fasting? No, I do not. I do not. Not for solid snakes. First off, you tell me right now, are you fat at all? Are you trying to like lose weight? So you just tell me that for a second and then I'll answer your question a little bit more in depth and then I got to eat this protein pancake, bro. I'm going to die any minute. Hey Aaron, where's the best places today game? Well, I mean, the best place is a day game. For me, I mean, Barcelona is absolutely up there. The UK, London, was absolutely up there. Bro, Paris, I got destroyed in Paris. And it was traumatizing for me because my French used to be borderline fluent. I was very good at French. I took 3 years in high school. I took a year in college. I went to France for a couple of weeks. I actually had a good fling with a French girl one summer who barely spoke English. So it was to the point where like I could, oh, that New York trip I told you guys about earlier. I fucking full blown went on a damn date with a French girl who spoke almost zero English. And at that time, my French was still so good that I could run it. And my French used to be very good. But I lost it all when I learned Spanish. So I think I could get it back. I would like to become a very optimized dude and get all my French back and get all my Spanish, get my Spanish even better and then get my French back. But we'll see. They say that learning instruments and learning a new language are the only 2 ways to actually raise your IQ when you're past 30 years old. So keep that in mind as well. The best place is the day game. New York's up there. LA's up there. Austin is up there. Actually, no, Austin's not really up there. Austin for night game, unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Miami, of course. I'm sure a lot of South America. Day game in Colombia is very easy. Medellin. There's a lot of places. Solid Snakes is 5'7", 130 pounds. No, dude, don't intermittent fast. The fuck? I want to limit calories and keep belly fat down as I get older. I want to limit calories and keep... No. You're going to get a belly from intermittent fasting. Solid Snakes, email me. Aaron@evolutiondaily.com. I'm serious. I'll drop some wisdom on you when I'm not low blood sugar. Yeah, I'll drop some wisdom on you, bro. But no, you're going to literally get belly fat from intermittent fasting because you're going to constantly be spiking your cortisol because your body's going to go into stress survival mode every single time you're intermittent fast. Intermittent fasting is not good. I don't know, bro. You got all these people, they're like, oh, it's the best. Oh my God, nah. But I'm also like, well, wouldn't that same person maybe also just do well with almost anything? You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you see some of these girls on like Instagram and stuff. Or forget Instagram. Let's say like you're just out at the bar. Who cares, right? You will meet a girl with the best body you've ever seen. And she'll tell you to your fucking face that she does not work out at all. So now, if that girl decides to start working out and become a trainer and give some advice or whatever, and she goes, yeah, intermittent fasting really helped me. Well, wouldn't not intermittent fasting for that same girl who currently has a great body without working out, like, wouldn't other things also kind of just work? Carnivore worked for me. It was amazing. Yeah, but wouldn't just like a balanced diet also probably work for you? So you got a lot of that, right? And you'll have a lot of like, bro, it almost... I don't know if I want to get all into this, but like the fitness industry is pretty fucked because you do get a lot of guys where you could just look at them and you can tell that like no matter what they do, they will not get fat. There's just people with those types of like, you could just see it on people, right? You even see some women where they've got like the very bony shoulders and like the skinny little arms. And you're like, bruh, I think even if, and those same women, they'll get pregnant and they'll have the huge stomach and still no fat, right? There's just like, there's people where it's like they're not really gonna get fat almost no matter what they do. And and then they'll kind of give advice, right? Or you'll see a guy where it's like I've known some black dudes, for example, who are like, they don't really do anything, but they have a six pack. You walk around fucking Miami Beach, you'll see homeless black dudes that have like a six pack and like kind of big shoulders and shit. But then you'll see those guys kind of becoming trainers and stuff, which is fine. It's not to say that their advice is not valid. It's not to say that their advice can't be valid, but there's just like a lack of awareness and understanding there sometimes from people that are a lot more like genetically gifted. I'm definitely not genetically gifted. I grew up very, very fat, and it's been a struggle. And my life is wildly improved for being lean and looking good. When it comes to women, when it comes to the respect I get from anybody, it's a huge deal. And so I think that I have a lot of solid stuff there. So yeah, Solid Snakes, you can reach out to me. Guys, click the link down below. I'm gonna eat this protein pancake. It's gonna be egg white, 5 servings of that. It's gonna be 1 egg. It's gonna be some baking soda. It's gonna be protein flour. And then I chop up a banana and I put that across the top of it. And then I put sugar-free syrup and cinnamon. Amazing. It's under 500 calories. It's like 50 plus grams of protein, something like that. So it's going to be amazing. It's going to keep me full. I definitely want to gain muscle. Been going to the gym consistently for 10 years. Consistently, you weigh 130 pounds? You've been going to the gym for 10 years? The fuck you been doing? What have you been doing, Solid Snakes? That's crazy. So, all right. I'm going to bounce. You guys have a great night. And I'll do another live soon. Leave some comments. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this. I'll come back with more energy. You guys know I'm a very high energy guy, but I'm running off of Coke Zero and fumes right now. So I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.